Of fools, they're smuggling Moses and his books of rules. But you can't take a mother and give her back to son. What kind of freedom is bought with a gun?
Hi, I'm Matthaeus. Welcome to our new program called Last Resort Repair and Recreation. This is about a program of peace, unity, and fighting against the Dark Cabal. We used to have poetry for truth. We did a little bit of rearranging. This is I'd like to do this is we're trying to make like a support group show of empowerment and unity, because we are on a positive timeline, and I have an article to read about that, to tell you about it. And but still we need to come together and continue to speak the truth, and just not to get all New Age BS-y, because that's not what we're here for. We need to stick to the truth and find empowering solutions to deal with, to fight back against those who wish to do harm. And let's start off with a poem, and then I'm going to talk about something I talked about on a previous show, and then I'm going to get to that article. Okay. Now, I do believe that there's a certain timeline. I think that the Dark Cabal completely closes at like 2017. When I showed this before, I talked about this before. There's going to be in the cosmos. There's going to be like a stars that align, that actually fit the description and revelation of the woman giving birth, which is, I believe, the second coming is unity consciousness. And people are starting to wake up. Things are doing well. There's still plenty of things that need to be fixed. That doesn't mean that we shouldn't keep doing what we're doing. And yeah, so I guess in the sky, the connections of the stars, and there's going to be, okay, hold on a sec. Let's see. It's a constellation. That's the thing. There's a Leo constellation, the Lion, and the Woman constellation, where right in her in the uterus area there is let's see, where she'd be pregnant, and I think it's Jupiter is making a pass near that area. Like, it's interesting in the Virgo constellation, so you should look that up. It's supposed to be the 23rd of September 2017, and I think what it is, Revelation actually is describing that constellation, as in what's going to happen in the sky. Now, there's blood moons coming up. They have started. I remember I talked about this, and I don't want to seem redundant, but I think it's important because it's 2014 to 2015 blood moons. Now, it's interesting that there are a lot of holidays starting at sundown, which is like not a good. I don't know. I'm not saying that everybody that celebrates sundown holidays is doing unthinkable things, but I know in the satanic groups and stuff, they do stuff like sundown and whatever they do, sacrificing and all this horrible stuff. But they have a big deal. I think it's a big deal to them. It's the blood moons, and it's pretty frightening what some of them do. So, I mean, just be careful, because you know I try to bring light to this stuff because I don't want people victimized, and the more people talk about it, the more likely these pigs won't get away with the things that they do. So be careful. Just remember the blood moons, 2014 to 2015. There's going to be one on April 2015, March 2015, September 2015, September 13th, April 4th, March 20th, and September 28th, which is also, watch about, careful about the ones in March and April, because remember, as we were talking about last time, and Mark Bassio mentioned it on his website, whatishappening.com, about how that there's sacrifice months. A lot of shootings and stuff like that happens around April, March time. So, yeah, I remember I mentioned that last time. I don't know if you saw that show, but I just like to tell you these things now, so you can just be careful about it and look out about it and talk about it. So hopefully we can avoid more victims. Okay, here's a poem. Like I said, September 23rd, 2017 is, I believe, the day where their window of opportunity is gone, because we are on a positive timeline and we all need to come together in unity consciousness and fight these criminals. Okay, this is called 2017, Our Time Is Now, meaning now. Most people fear what they don't understand. A brand new order was always wait, hold on a second, sorry. 2017, Our Time Is Now. Most people fear what they don't understand. A brand new order was always our plan, to take back the earth and clean up the mess. Starting now, no voice shall be suppressed. It's time to stand up and answer your calling. When we rise up together, the archons start falling. Together we are one family on earth. This is our time. Let's prepare for the birth of unity consciousness and of the Earth Mother, and she's going to be going through changes and a lot of interesting news we learned about on the AndromedaCouncil.com. I mean, I don't know how, if I don't know if it's all accurate, but it's encouraging. You know, it's sometimes you need to just read something that is encouraging once in a while, because if you focus on the negative all the time and don't take a break or do other things, try to look for other positive things, you end up, you really can make yourself sick. And if you get sick and you don't feel right and you're feeling depressed, it's not help. It's not doing anyone any good. So here's the positive news from exopolitics.com. Alfred Webre. He's a really encouraging person, and he interviews people and lets everybody have a voice. And he interviews people who are victimized and want to speak out, so more people know. And there was a woman we were listening to today who was being victimized by a weapon developed by DARPA. They had some kind of a chokehold on her neck, and it's something that the doctors can't see on the x-ray. And they like to accuse people like that are victims of this that they're crazy and they're not. This thing was developed by DARPA and Motorola, and this woman's being gagged, and she thinks that they may kill her. So, I mean, gotta get this word out. It's one of the most recent interviews with Alfred Webre. I can't remember the woman's name, but try to search for that and take a look at it, because nobody should be treated like this. It's inhumane. And she was saying how they were able to. She had like implants in her eyes, and she could see these like scary images that were being remotely put in to whatever device that she was she was implanted with without her consent. And she said she saw images of like snakes coming at her, and what else? Oh yeah, she saw blood moons. So, because they love that moon crap. And Alfred was saying, I don't know if this is true, but that the moon was something that some kind of a thing that they were using and disguised as a celestial object, using it to. And the Andromeda Council was talking about how they use it to reflect negative waves onto the Earth. So I mean, I don't know if it's true. I don't know. I'm not an expert. Can't prove it. Can't disprove it. But I think people should talk about it, because if there are people out there suffering, then it's everyone's responsibility to talk about it. Okay, here's the article. Creating a Positive Future. Time science shows our Earth is on a positive timeline and our time-space hologram, by Alfred Lambremont Webre. It's time science, not rocket science, that Earth is on a positive timeline. Positive future equals positive timeline plus unity consciousness. A key discovery promulgated in this paper is that number one, critical mass of humanity is to creating a positive future through conscious acknowledgement that 3, we are synergistically traveling along a positive timeline. 4, in unity consciousness. It's a joint effort together. A positive future equation has supplanted and overcome an outdated matrix elite formula that is no longer effective. This is a broadcast. It's like a sound wave or some kind of a positive broadcasting instead of the old way. And I think, I mean, I don't know, my owner master had, when she had her breakdown the first time, she somehow was completely like out of it, and she had to go on medication, and she seemed like she was very just worried about a lot, and intense fear, and this like love broadcast came onto her, and she felt really good for the first time in her life. So, I mean, it was a terrifying and amazing experience that she went through. But I think it was from that broadcast of the new frequency of love and unity. It's a positive future equation. The positive future equation is positive future equals positive timeline plus unity consciousness. The positive future equation suggests that the synergy between the positive timeline and unity consciousness, the critical mass of humanity, is collectively and individually activated for some or more of these suggested actions and policies for a positive future, and synchronistically resources and actors are brought together in multidimensional universe processes to manifest a desirable result. Positive paradox. The progress paradox or positive paradox of our current era is that although our Earth dimension is on a positive timeline, Earth's current bloodline elites, negative dimensional entities, matrix institutions, governmental forms, religions, control banks, and war and addiction industries are acting on operational plans that seem based on a false negative timeline, or an actual catastrophic timeline that is occurring in some other dimensional timeline. In the positive timeline, Earth is just demonstrably on. Like, they're trying to do, like, like they're always trying to pull that apocalyptic scenario and try to make people think, oh, it's the end, we gotta join this group and be part of this group. The end of the world scenario that's been going on, when actually the end of the Mayan calendar time, December 21st, 2012, was when this broadcast started of unity consciousness. And with the religare institutions, the ones that like to hold people back, want to just keep going with business as usual, and well, that's not going to work out anymore for them. That's not in their favor. And they're going to keep trying though, because they want to keep their rules as long as they can. Acting on operational plans that seem based on a false negative timeline, the scare tactic kind of crowd and stuff like that, or an actual catastrophic timeline that is occurring in some other dimensional timeline other than the positive timeline Earth is demonstrably on. Although humanity has every objective reason to be optimistic about the future, large segments of humanity still reflect this matrix power focus on a false catastrophic timeline. See, the more people that believe this and are convinced of it because of apocalyptic scenarios or stuff like that, doesn't help, because it reflects negativity and it creates fear, and it's unfortunate because a lot of people think that they're doing something good and warning people and having people join different groups or whatever. You don't need to be part of a group or anything. You just need to be yourself. You need to treat others as you like to be treated, and don't steal. That's what you got to live by. That's important. Most important thing you can do. Be there to help people. Unity consciousness means we're all part of this together, and we are together teamed against the opposer, against those who want to cause harm and hurt people. And that's just it. We've got to do all we can to discourage war, and hopefully wars will come to an end. It'll be nice. According to an April 14, 2014 Ipsos survey, in the West, 42% versus 34% people feel pessimistic about the future, despite the objective scientific reality that humanity is on a positive timeline. Because this can be scientifically proven. I don't know exactly how you do that, but if people need to change their mind in order to create real change, if people keep saying that, thinking that they're being told that lies and thinking that they're on a catastrophic timeline, but they're not. It's going to get better, and you can make it better by treating others as you like to be treated, and teaching kids to do that, and teaching people about natural law and how to just be normal and decent human beings. Hopefully there can be a time where there's no more monetary system, because that's very unfair to people, and it just divides, and it's really sad. I'm really tired of business. I'm sick of commercials. I hope people can, especially the holidays, all this crap, the pressure to go shopping. It's one of the main reasons why we haven't been doing frequent shows, is because my owner master likes to try to make an effort to make everybody a gift, by our own handmade gift from the heart, which is the best kind of gift you can get. I know some people don't think so, but we don't like money, and we try not to be money freaks. We're not. I gotta go because this is about to run out of time, so thank you for joining me, and I will finish this article next week.
They're afraid to